Hello, everybody. Scott Golden with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel, welcoming you to another in our audio series. We continue to connect on a deeper level in that way. This is our more attractive series, and if you want to be more attractive to friends, family, people that matter to you, would love to be of value to you in that way. Continue to do that wherever we can. A couple things you can look at there. And so feeling free to reach out at PO Perception on Twitter and or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. We can continue to do that in a good way. So again, at PO Perception on Twitter or the contact info in this YouTube page is that easy way to either connect with me or a member of my team. We can make something happen from there. The first thing is be a good communicator. Good communication doesn't necessarily mean that you agree with everything that another person says, but instead kind of does speak to the idea of, being open and honest about your mindset and about what your needs portfolio is and about the things that are important to you, but also finding ways to express yourself clearly, concisely, and being to the point. Lots of times people get overwhelmed with heavy emotions, so it's usually better to have a relationship where you are, direct with what your needs are, expressing how you feel, but not allowing your emotions to become the indicator of how you need to behave or have to behave. And ultimately, that can become challenging, especially for some people who haven't quite found the way in which they want things to move forward. Next thing there is to kind of look at things from a being willing to apologize, being sorry when you have caused another person discomfort, not necessarily always for your actions, but for the discomfort they feel. Sometimes we can act in a way that we believe is correct for us or right for us or in our best interest, but at the same time, they don't necessarily feel that it's something they want to deal with. And so the stress related to the idea of connecting on a deeper level can become extremely valuable to just learn how to express what our needs are, how to express the things that we need, and the ways in which we continue to become ultimately, in a good space or in a space that's necessary or beneficial. So, being able to articulate our needs portfolio, being able to articulate what it is we need, how we need it, and also being respectful of the differences we have with other people in a manner that is both clear, concise, and to the point is important. Having respect for another person's mindset and apologizing when there are issues that are unhealthy, things are there, and then ultimately standing up for what you believe is some level of social injustice and or wrong. If someone's been harmed emotionally, mentally, spiritually, whatever have you, standing up for their self-protection can be super important, super valuable, and often necessary. And when we begin to understand the value of doing exactly that and knowing how to connect on a level where people can understand that need or know that need for sure, it's definitely something that is important and is ultimately a connective to the best possible way that we can live in a good way, in a healthy way, in a smart way for our own benefit. The next thing there is, trying to find ways to choose our words carefully, understand that different words have different meanings to different people. And so understanding the triggers that people may have about how things are said, tone, cadence, speed of speech, all of these things is super important when trying to connect with new people or when trying to be honest and forthright with other individuals. It doesn't necessarily mean that we have to know everything that they're going to feel or be able to anticipate every need that a person may have, but when we express what we need or when we express how to be there for another person, we are then creating a healthy dynamic in a good way. So hopefully that's helpful. The next thing to look at least partially, is the um, ability to kind of listen to other people Listening doesn't mean having to defend oneself or one's position. It's just understanding that people have the ability to have their own opinions and encouraging people to express their needs in a way that makes sense in a positive and progressive manner. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.